You are listening to the Anime Gourmands. We are your Anime Gourmands, Kevin, Tanner, Cade, Sans Angel. He has been called to the front lines uh, of work in these times.
With that nowadays.
We gotta be Sorry. I forgot about the times. All right, I forgot about the times. We live in a strange world now. Hopefully, we can act as your escape from reality, at least for a little bit. Kate, how are you doing, sir?
Chilling.
Chilling like a villain. Tanner,
Kevin,
how be you?
I'd be good. Tired, but good.
You gentlemen been watching anything? Anything out of the ordinary? Been keeping up? Tanner, we were discussing, you were watching a little bit of Polar Opposites, right?
Yeah, I've watched like bits and pieces more of the shows. But yesterday I actually watched a movie called 100 Meters or Hyakuemu.
Yes.
It's a movie about track and field, running the 100 meters, but it's really good, actually. I mean, even if, like, I feel like I don't know. You might find it a little bland if you're not, like, into sports, especially, like, have any interest in track and field at all. But the animation, like, this is one of those movies you could tell they made it because they wanted to, you know? The animation was really, really incredible in it.
Came out in 2025. It's on Netflix right now.
Yes.
Pretty solid recommend right there. And not too long. It's about an hour and a half. Tanner, you're basically saying it's well worth, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Now, did this feel like a completed work, or does this feel like a movie to an anime series tie-in?
No, it's a self-contained movie for sure.
Okay. Gonna have to add it to my watch list. Mr. Cade, have you been keeping up with anything?
Hey.
Oh,
and I've been
man,
watching some of the Death Game one, Shiba Yugi.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we're all watching a little bit of that. I think an episode I think it releases on Wednesdays. I've been trying to keep up with it. That's a fantastic one. Without getting into details, obviously, that's a phenomenal anime. Fate is like so exciting. I'll be watching on the couch, and Claudia will just be doing something. I'll just be like, Claudia, look. It's happening. Yeah, we'll go into
talking
full.
About the opening though. So good.
It is pretty good. I don't know if I'm in love with it personally. Like the song, the animation's sick, but the song itself, I'm like, it's a good song. You know what song I was like genuinely disappointed by from this season's anime? Jujutsu Kaisen's opening I thought was pretty like basic.
It grew on me.
It did it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm a big King Gnu guy. You know what I mean? Like they've done, obviously specials from season 2, and they did a ranking of King Song as well. That was absolutely phenomenal. But I don't know, this one it just doesn't click with me. And I love rock. I love these rock intros. We need more of it. Oh, speaking of rock intros, Sentenced to Be a Heroes, I think is like more up my speed, like that like, heavier sound. Oh, I love it so much. We need more of that. All right, gents. Why don't we go ahead and get started with what we had decided was today's topic. I asked before the podcast for everyone to list 5 anime that have been perpetually stuck in their backlog. And maybe this is a good opportunity to talk about anime that we don't usually talk about, right? We don't really talk about shows we don't watch. And B, if there's a little cross pollination, if I've watched a show that Tanner has on his backlog, I can be like, Tanner, not worth. Don't do it. Or super worth. It could be super worth. We could be saving each other some time and effort down the line. So 5 anime. I don't know if you guys have them ranked or if you just have them like listed in order. I kind of ranked mine arbitrarily, admittedly, but we'll just kind of round robin this bitch. Yeah. Oh, all right. I'll show you boys how it's done. The 5th anime I have on my list is Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken.
Mm-hmm.
I love the intro song. So speaking of intro songs that are pretty goated. Easy Breezy. Oh, I never skip it when it comes on Spotify, but I always feel a little bit like a fraud because I've just never seen the show. And I remember the season it came out. I was super excited to watch it. I just never got around to it. Have either of you boys watched Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken?
I have watched Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Negativo from Cade Tanner. So I have like a general idea of the gist, but if you were to give me like a sales pitch, you know what I mean? You knocked on my door. It's like, oh, good evening, sir. May I interest you in Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken?
Yeah. Well, it would go a little something like, do you like anime?
Oh, off to a great start.
This is an anime about making anime.
Mm.
Whoa. Brain explosion. Yeah.
That's the part where I'd slam the door.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's just like it just kind of explores like the if you took how you might imagine like the inner creative process and put it on the screen of like crazy ideas and contraptions and things like that, along with kind of this other sort of like I don't know, character dynamics and stuff between it's a weird show in a lot of ways. Like all the characters are very, very unique. Like they play their tropes 110%. And the whole point is like I think like I think they call it like the film club or whatever, or something like that, or something, or the animation club something, and it's gonna get like disbanded, but then these girls start like, well, they're like, no, we're not gonna let that happen, right? And so they start making anime because they have like a huge passion for it, and they're all so different. Like one's the really popular type, one is like kind of standoffish, I guess. The third, I don't know. I couldn't tell you actually because it's been a long time since I've seen it, but it's probably not a show for everybody, but I would recommend giving it a try because it's pretty unique in its space.
Yeah, and I do appreciate like slice of lifey animes that are about a process. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that's you find some relatability. You know what I mean? In terms of like, how do I translate this creative idea, this abstract thing, and put it into?
But you're seeing it like happening in front of you, not like the characters doing it, but like these ideas are like being drawn and like coming to life on the screen in front of you, right? And so it's like it doesn't do it as like so much as the actual literal process itself. It's like how someone who would be creating this might be like imagining it in their head.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it I am sold, Tanner. You good pitch. Good pitch. This is one that was like definitely I keep thinking like, should I just remove it at this point, but I think I have to move it up the backlog now,
I mean,
I didn't realize
this is probably a good thing to add too. Like, realistically, do you think you're ever going to watch this one?
Oh yeah. Realistically, for sure.
Okay.
I think it's definitely in the realm of possibility, but it has been in the backlog for 6 years at this point. So
Dang, that was 6 years ago.
6 years, 2020, right before COVID. Sorry for anyone who also gets triggered every time they think of the year 2020. All right, Mr. Cade, what is your first backlog anime?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. That is a show we talk about a bunch.
Damn, that's on my list too, actually.
Oof.
Yeah. This one's been in the backlog for as long as I've been watching anime. And I've watched a few episodes, but I just, for some reason, haven't like gotten into it the way other people have,
Yeah.
Oh, I've never even turned it on.
I will watch it at some point, but like, I think it's just too old at this point.
Yeah, I think Cowboy Bebop gets a lot of praise for its use of music, and it's a super lovable cast. Spike Jet, I can't Valentine. I can't remember her full name right now for some reason. I want to say Jill Valentine because fucking Resident Evil just came out, but that's incorrect. And of course Ed and Ein. But I will say, like, Cowboy Bebop, it's a slow burner. It is paced incredibly slow. The episode lengths are, I think, a little bit longer than average anime now, and so it really does. You feel like every minute that's happening, but when shit hits the fan, it gets exciting. And I always say Cowboy Bebop has one of my favorite singular episodes ever, which involve some naturally occurring drugs.
I think I've seen a clip from that.
that whole episode is a trip, quite literally. So yeah, Cowboy Bebop. I think it's worth watching, but I do know like the age and the pacing is a bit of a drawback. I have a very similar show that I'll share down the line. Tanner,
yes,
could you please give us your first anime?
Well, I did already give away the one that Cowboy Bebop was also on my list.
Oh yeah, I knew it was on your backlog list, but
it was on my pre-created list. All right. I guess next. All right. Don't hate me.
Uh-oh.
Oshinoko.
Oh yeah. Oof.
That's one that there's so much praise for it. And I just don't ever feel the need to watch it other than like I feel that I should. Like,
And that's interesting because you watched the first episode, right?
I watched the first episode, yeah, but that is not the story.
No, yeah. It's a prequel for sure. Like, it's very centered on I being an idol and the reincarnation that our two protagonists go through,
Mm-hmm.
But oof. Damn, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
That is the equivalent of a marlin that you have just brought to me. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't even. I guess if I had to say anything to kind of make it a little bit more interesting, Oshinoko does a great job of not being just about idols. You know what I mean? It's about the entertainment industry at large, and of course, you have the I almost called it a murder mystery, but technically, it's like it's more like a conspiracy or unraveling a conspiracy, right? That gets set up in the first episode, and I think of all the anime that try to deal with that subject matter, to me it's very clearly the best. You know what I mean? At portraying the different types of people in these industries, I should say, because it's not just idols. You've also got like theater kids and movie stars, reality TV stars. Like it's all integrated into the plot, right? And seeing our main characters kind of navigate it is incredible to watch. The character relationships are amazing. There's a reason why if you ever look on a season where Oshinoko's airing, the top couples on Annie Trends are almost always, Aqua and whatever girl is popping at that time. But that's because they've really done a good job of setting up like this little love triangle, rectangle, hexagon. So fantastic, phenomenal anime. I have not started season 3 yet. I'm very much looking forward to doing that and talking about it at the end of season. Tana, do you think realistically you'll ever watch Oshinoko? I'm genuinely curious.
I think there's a lot of shows that would take priority before it, but it's not on like I'd never watch it list.
Is it one that you think of and like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Let me. I need to watch that at some point. Or is it one that you forget exists like consistently?
No, I definitely don't forget it exists. It's too in the like in the scene to forget it exists. But like there's other shows that I need to give more to, like especially shows that have multiple seasons that like I watched what was out and then another season came out and I never watched that season, right? Those all take higher priority in my mind. And that's a lot of shows.
That is a lot of shows.
We got Mob 100 season 3. We've got Sound Euphonium season 3. We've got Frieren season 2. We've got even more than that. That's just off the top of my head.
Wow. I mean,
season 2.
I'm a big. Oh, that's another great one. Yeah, I'm a big advocate for Oshinoko enjoyment. All right. The second anime I present to you, fourth on my ranking here, Anohana.
Okay.
How long has Anohana been out? It's definitely been 2011. 2011.
2011.
And I want to say I became an anime fan roughly like 2013, 2014. And Anohana is on a lot of lists. When I first got into anime, that's kind of like what guided me through, not having known, what a studio mappa is or a studio trigger. You know what I mean? You're just trying to get names of anime that people like. And Anohana was like on a bunch of lists specifically for like romance anime or anime that if you look up like, what's like an impactful anime, top 10 impactful anime, right? Anohana would show up multiple times, and it's one of those shows. I think I have an issue with shows that I know are going to be sad, because that's what everyone talks about. If you talk to anyone who's ever watched Anohana, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's so sad." It's like, okay,
Kevin,
sales pitch is not working.
It's not sad until the last episode. When I watched it, I thought, like, I got to like episode 11 or through episode 11, and I was like, huh, I honestly expected this to be more sad. And then episode 12 happened. It's not soul crushing. I have watched more heartbreaking shows for sure. Yeah. But it hits you in the feels pretty good at the end.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something in my head. It's like, even despite that assurance, I'm kind of like, well, I don't mind being in a car crash if I'm not aware the show I'm watching is a car crash.
This isn't a car crash.
Okay.
It's more of like a release, I would say, at the end. It's like all the tension that has built up is like all resolved at once. Tension you didn't even notice was building, perhaps.
Oh. Yeah, Anohana, the flower we saw that day. Unfortunately, I do think this one is closer to falling out of the backlog list than any of the other ones, and not due to no fault of its own. I think this is a purely me thing. I just need to get over these mind goblins.
It's fair. I don't think Anohana is a must watch, but I do think it's a worthwhile watch.
I'm glad that you're able to give me a little bit of a push, 10. Let's see if we can do the same for Cade. Cade, what's the next anime you got on your list?
What's a mind goblin, by the way?
A mind goblin? It's a term I've completely stolen from a video game podcast I listened to, but they're essentially like, it's something irrational that is irrational, but it's like a troll on a bridge. It just like won't let you cross. Anyways, I know I'm saying trolls and goblins, but it's like, it's just something that, like, despite your best reasoning, you can't get over the hump to do something. A good example in this video game podcast, they'll talk about like playing the Neo, right? And it's like, Neo's great, gameplay's amazing, I love Souls-like games, this is my jam, but managing the inventory in that game is a mind goblin, because there's a lot of inventory, there's a lot of loot, and I feel like I have to micromanage the inventory. And at some point, that's the mind goblin, right? And it's like, I don't want to play the game because I'm going to be in the inventory menu all game. But you don't have to be in the inventory menu. But this mind goblin's telling you have to be. So, yeah, it's the best explanation I can do for a borrowed term. Shout out to Castle Super Beast. Fantastic podcast. Kate, can we help you overcome any mind goblins with your next anime?
Yeah, you can help me by mind gobbling these nuts.
Oh,
But besides that, you can help me get over them by telling me about Bleach.
I can't tell you about Bleach. I know nothing about Bleach.
This is unfortunate, kid. I have not watched Bleach either.
Okay.
These
So
are sad days.
I've watched like 50 episodes of Bleach.
That's a good college try right there.
That is.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's long, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, did you have the same experience I had when I went to rewatch Naruto, where I got 100+ episodes into Naruto and then went, man, I'd rather be watching something else. Like, there's so much good shows out there, and that's like 10 seasons of other shows that I've just watched of Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Naruto is bad, but like, anime is endless.
Basically.
I don't know if you had the same experience, like
Yeah,
same
kind of.
thought process.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't even consider that a mind goblin. That's just the reality of like long form anime. There's a reason why there's not that many long form anime out these days anymore. You know what I mean? Where for a while it was kind of like an arms race of like, oh, we want a franchise that'll last for years. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, Dragon Ball was just so huge, you know? So like, let's get it. Okay, One Piece, Naruto. Like, oh, this is all good. This is all good. And then, you know, I'm skipping a few years, but then like Black Clover came out. It's like, oh shit, we're cooking now, you know? But it's really, really slowed down, I think, for the kind of the sentiment that we're all having. Where it's like, I can't watch 1,000 episodes knowingly, you know? You know what's ironic, Kate? I really wanted to watch Burn the Witch.
Well, yeah, that's the reason why it's in my backlog is because of Thousand Year Blood War.
Right.
I've heard such good things about it, and I'm like, fuck, I need to watch the original first.
You know what, Kate? It honestly might just be worth, because Bleach isn't over yet, right? I think it's still
No, it's still
ongoing.
gone.
Right? Yeah. It might just be worth to like maybe watch an abridged on YouTube. They a lot. Some of these channels do a really good job of turning 100 episodes into like 10 episodes worth of YouTube videos. You know, and if you don't want to do that, then like fuck it. And maybe just like look up like, all right, when did Bleach start like its final, like what's the fourth great ninja war of Bleach, you know what I mean? And just find that like starting point of the beginning of the end kind of thing, you know?
Bro, the purists will tell you that the whole show leads up to that shit.
See, but I mean, that's the case with everything. Well, if you don't watch the beginning, how are you going to know what happens in the middle, which leads to the end?
About the minor character intricacies between these two tertiary characters without having watched the whole show?
Mm-hmm. You're not even going to know how he got that sword in the first place.
You don't know why it's important that when he pulls out his...
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kate. I don't know if I can help you with that one. That's 1,000 episodes of what
Bleach is that many.
Bleach is a lot, right?
Yeah, it's not nearly as long as Naruto or One Piece, but it's still a lot.
It's a fucking lot, dude.
66.
That's
the original
still a lot,
Bleach.
man.
With 163 filler episodes.
Oh gosh, that's almost half the show.
So there's 203 episodes, not counting Thousand Year Blood War.
But 1,000 Year Blood War doesn't have that many episodes out right now, right? Oh yeah, definitely not. So, I mean, it's definitely less of a commitment than Naruto and One Piece, but it's still a commitment.
This YouTube episode says, or YouTube video, it's literally just a title that popped up when I Google searched, but it says, you only need to watch 63 episodes of Bleach.
Well, shoot, I'm almost there.
Oh gosh. You've probably, in the 50 you've watched, probably only like 3 are going to be included in that guy's video recommendation. No, there's ways around it. Hey, you could always put on the dub and just do other shit. Second monitor content exists for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we've been asking a question. Is that a realistic backlog watch down the line?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've actually most recently tried to watch it about a year ago.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely possible, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Tanner.
Kevin.
What you got next?
I have a show that I want you to convince me to watch.
See if I've watched it.
You have. 86.
Oh.
And I want you to convince me to watch it because I always forget about it.
You don't need to watch that one.
Tanner, that is a must watch.
No.
I always forget it exists, and then something will pop up, and I'll be like, "Oh, I really need to watch that."
It's not even that good.
You're right. It's not. It's better. That 86 unironically is probably, I would put in the top 20 anime I've seen. And
86, more like 68 on my out of 100 score.
Oh gosh. Tanner, I got 2 words for you. All right. And these are the only words you would ever even need anyways. Vladilena Milice. All right. Top tier waifu. Silver haired supremacy. Need I go on?
The military outfit does go hard.
The military, bro. Hey, not to sound like a misogynist, but a girl in uniform is pretty hot.
Bro, every picture I see.
But that's the best thing about this show. All right.
What? Misogyny?
No.
No. This
We're trying to market ourselves to everyone, Kate. Oh gosh.
Kevin, every picture I see of her, she's looking like based AF, and then you send me this tsundere shit.
I thought you were a tsundere main.
Sometimes. But she just looks so cool and collected and confident, and then you send me this image that just screams. It's not like I like her or anything.
Do you not like a girl with layers?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Cade. Thank you. I'm sorry that I like multi-dimensional women. All right, on a serious note, 86. I mean, look, it's no secret. You'll see it in like 2 episodes that 86 is an allegory for apartheid states.
I don't know what. Okay. Oh, do you mean the show or do you mean the title?
The show.
Okay.
The show. And it does it in like, I think the message of the show is like predictable, and you're not gonna like apartheids are bad, you know. It's like, it's not the biggest thing, you know what I mean, thematically. Where the show gets, you know, praise from me, I think the world building is phenomenal. I think the character relationships go hard. Especially since like you have a big portion of this is being done essentially just over radio, right? Like they don't even know what they look like to each other, and that adds a dynamic that you don't think about. So it's 24 episodes of just like really solid character development across multiple characters, you know. And it's got an amazing conclusion. The fighting is excellent. And yeah, there's not much else I can say without really like spoiling it.
You don't. I don't. The last thing I want you to do is spoil it.
But yeah, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I got nothing else to say there. If it makes you feel any better, Jules loved it when I recommended it to Jules. I didn't even mean to recommend it to Jules. I was just talking about it, and then the next day she's like, "Yeah, I binged that whole bitch. It was awesome."
That's like what happened with Angel way back in the day, when I think it was the first anime series he ever watched. I can't remember what I said, "Oh, you should watch this," right? And then he came back the next day and went, "Yeah, I finished it." And I was like, "The fuck you mean you finished it?" I don't remember what it was, unfortunately. This was 2018, 2019, maybe.
Next time he's in, we gotta probe his brain. Just be like, "What was the anime? What was it?" Because if you say Amagi Brilliant Park, I'm gonna kill you.
It wasn't But what's wrong with Amagi Brilliant Park?
Nothing. Oh, nothing. It's just a weird show to recommend to someone as their second anime.
Oh, I think it was like his first anime.
Oh, geez.
Whatever I asked him to watch, but I don't remember what it was.
Dang. Tanner, I really do. Gosh, between Oshinoko and 86, I mean, those are pretty good ones right there. 86, A1 Pictures. You know how I always say A1 Pictures either puts out peak or they put out garbage? This falls in the peak category.
Peak.
All
right.
That's my last little sales pitch right there. Geez. All right. On to our third batch of shows, boys. Third batch of shows. I put on Assassination Classroom.
Classic.
You haven't seen
classic
that? I thought you had.
I have not. No. So my sister watched it, and I would kind of you know, be in the background, kind of being like, oh, by the way, at the time when she was watching it, I wasn't into anime yet. So I was in the background kind of going like, shit's lame as fuck. I want to watch Adventure Time. You know what I mean? And I was just shit talking.
How the turntables.
How the turntables, indeed. Gosh, Adventure Time. Can you believe that? I seriously like that show. Which at the time, at the time it was very, very fresh, but it kind of had a little bit of a Rick and Morty arc where I'm just kind of you can only be weird and kooky for so long, you know,
Bro, the lore does go hard though.
The lore.
The lore.
Yeah, fair.
Still remember when Fiona and Kat was like a big deal.
Still is now. They got their own show.
Do they? Oh wow, I didn't even know that. But anyways, yeah, Assassination Classroom. It's one of those shows, and Crunchyroll knows that it's a show that is in the realm of what I've watched, right? Because it does keep pushing it to my face. But I was reminded more recently because Claudia just finished watching it and she sings praises of it. I'm like, gosh, I might have to give it a go. But it is between the two seasons. It is like 50 episodes or so, right? Wait. We've seen the Assassination Classroom, right? Okay, Tanner hasn't.
I have.
And you've seen both
good.
seasons, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say? Yeah, give it to me.
Let's see. You like classroom anime? You like aliens? Boom.
Bang. It's just that easy.
It is. I don't know. Like it's kind of hard because it's been a while since I've watched it, but I remember enjoying it. I remember. What do I remember? I remember mostly like the fight against the drill instructor who became a teacher just so he could get close to the alien to kill him. And he ends up getting clapped by one of the students.
Oh.
And I mean that literally.
I
don't know what that means, but all right.
No. Anyone who's watched it would know what I'm talking about. He gets clapped literally. But yeah, no, I definitely recommend it. I don't know. There's not much to say just because like I don't remember much of it.
It is a bit of an older show. I think season 2 finished in 2016.
I remember thinking it was a very complete story.
And that's kind of like what I want. Yeah. I'm tired of all these fucking like in progress, never to be seen again anime. It's like, come on. Has a popularity of 33 on Mouse, so it's still a fairly popular show. That's actually insane to me. So far,
it's good. It's just
so far I'm thinking
kids trying to assassinate their teacher.
And what's more American than that? Yeah, I think so far I'm like Assassination Classroom and Eizouken and then Anohana. Like that's the order of my backlog right now. Cade, give us your next one, please.
What have I already said?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, Bleach. Evangelion.
Oh.
Stop saying shows that I also put down.
Sorry.
Well, Tanner, we were just talking right before this. So, as part of the, is it the 30th anniversary of Evangelion? They announced that a new series was coming in the future with Yoko Taro penning the script. And for those unfamiliar, Yoko Taro, the visionary behind the Nier series, which of course culminated with Nier Automata. If you say Automata, you're wrong. All right, it's Automata.
Nier Automata.
God. Automata.
Ugh.
Automatopoeia.
Automata. Nier Automata.
So I want to know, Kate, like what do you know about Evangelion?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Well, you know there's mechs. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of glad you're there. Here's what I'll say. And we had this discussion, Tanner.
Isn't this the
Evangelion
one
is
where the guy like masturbates over someone who's in a coma?
Jesus Christ.
that
Okay.
is
Yeah.
Evangelion.
Yeah. So that's
Look.
also what I know about it.
Look, he's not exactly proud of it.
So that makes it better.
No, it doesn't. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a sales pitch for Evangelion because Evangelion kind of falls under your category, the same category as like Cowboy Bebop. It's old. And if you think Cowboy Bebop feels old, Evangelion definitely feels its age a lot of the time. And you can kind of see where Evangelion famously had a constrained budget during production. So you can see a lot of like reused animation and like
got some Sailor Moon transformations in there.
Sure, yeah, something like that. And elongated scene, like one of the most famous scenes is of the three main characters just standing in an elevator for what feels like 5 minutes, but probably was actually like a minute and a half. So that original series, I loved it. It is a bit of a slog. You know what I mean? Especially if you're low on patience. Luckily for you, Cade, you were born in the year 2020. Wait, no, sorry, you weren't born in the year 2026. 2020. It is the year. Wait, give me a second. I had a brain gaff. Mind goblins are taking over. You are living in the year of our Lord 2026, which means the Evangelion movies are out. And why is that important, Cade? Well, first of all, the Evangelion movies, especially like the first one, is almost a complete retelling of the original series. It's a little bit expedited, so it will, kind of like show you a scene and then it'll be like, all right, you already know what happens here, so like we got to move on. We have to move on. The train's already late. You know what I mean? But the first of the new movies is a complete recap of the original story. So in a way, you're kind of getting that backstory already. And then everything from there on is what you could kind of consider the sequel to the original series. And it's peak. It's amazing. It's about, is it 5 or 6 movies? I can't remember. Because they have weird naming titles that don't help with keeping track.
Right. You are not alone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like it'll be like 1.0
1.1 plus 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, it's 4 movies. It's 1.11, 2.22, 3.33, 3.0 plus 1.01, right? If you watch those 4, you have witnessed peak, and you won't really need to go back to that original series. So that would probably be my recommendation for you. And if you're confused about the events of Evangelion in the movies, don't worry. We all are. Even with the context of the original series, if anything, knowing what happens in the original series it only detracts from my understanding of the new movies. So
I'm selling you on this one.
What I'm trying to sell you on is the movies are phenomenal. Some of the best mecha fight scenes you'll ever see in any anime podcast. We're the anime gourmands now. So yeah, 4 movies. That's my pitch. That's my sales pitch. Give it. I think it would be like 6.5 hours of your time. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. That goes for you too, Tanner. Everything I applied goes to you as well.
Yippee.
especially if you can't like stomach like the older animation, which by the way is a shame because those,
bro,
I think Evangelion is one of the last anime to use like that, like the hard
cell animation.
Cell animation, thank you. Where you have to like hand draw every fucking scene. But yeah. I'm excited for that Yoko Taro movie. I'm just saying, Yoko Taro is a genius. Anyways, go ahead.
This one will probably perpetually in my backlog.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think about it enough to be like, oh man, I really should watch this,
Yeah, and as Tanner and I were talking about, like it is a pretentious show, like it undeniably so. It is trying to push a philosophy, but you're not even sure what philosophy it's pushing. You know what I mean? And it seemingly like switches gears on that front. But despite all that, it's a 9.5 out of 10 series for me. Yeah, but I don't blame you for keeping in your backlog. Tanner, what is next on your backlog list?
All right. Considering that Cade has said multiple of my shows, I'm now having to my list is very extended. I've been having to look and find more things to talk about. Let's see. What's going to be the best of these? I have multiple options to pick from because my backlog is never ending, right? It's just which ones do I specifically want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's a unique one that I'd be curious if any of you have seen. Madoka Magica.
Oh no, I have not.
I watched the first episode, maybe the second as well, maybe even the third, but I didn't get past that.
It's just intriguing to me because it's a magical girl show and it's very moe style.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard it's also quite dark.
Yes, that is kind of the reputation it has.
I heard the fourth episode is where it gets good.
Mm-hmm. Because Madoka, to my understanding, is supposed to be a sort of subversion of the standard magical girl tropes, right? Like that's kind of the point. Where it begins very formulaic and then continues down the darker path, right?
I thought the enemy design was a choice. I didn't like it. But I could see why they would try to do something like that. It was just kind of weird and kind of awkward seeming,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe it besides that. It was kind of like realistic. Almost like they took real images and moved them around on screen.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of strange, and it kind of put me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully for you it does not. If you ever get to watching it,
I was gonna say this one is relatively far down on my feel the need to watch list, but it was one that I wanted to see if either of you had seen or had an opinion on.
No, I cannot provide any sort of opinion based on having watched. But Tanner, we did work with someone who was a huge fan of Madoka Magica and swore by it. He said it was one of the best shows he's ever seen. I don't know if you remember someone named Denzel that Washington? We worked with. That's the one. He walked in and I was like, the Equalizer's here? And then he was like, shut up about that. Madoka Magica is where it's at. Damn. Okay.
No,
But no.
you've talked about Denzel multiple times, and every time it just triggers in my brain Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I can tell you at least one other adult male has watched it. One other adult male in your life has watched it and has recommended it profusely. So that's about as far as I can go in terms of the sales pitch. How many seasons does Madoka Magica have?
I don't even know.
It's got like multiple series, right?
Maybe.
Or is it movies? Does it have like a bunch of? I can't remember.
Puella Madoka Magica.
Yeah. There's a bunch of movies. There's a movie coming out this year.
Really?
Yeah, 2026.
Wow. First aired. Where is it? 2011.
I'm not gonna lie, this cover art looks kind of sick for the new movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Walpurgisnacht Rising is the subtitle.
Walpurgis no Kaiten. Yeah, Walpurgisnacht. Let me see that cover art. Please.
It's very like what is that painting called? Is it like it's God touching with the finger, the hand of David or whatever?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. But yeah.
I don't either. We need to brush up on our classical art, boys.
I was never a big fan of that. My favorite art history class was modern art history, so
I didn't have a favorite art history class.
Yeah, modern art history from like 1945 onward or some shit like that. That was my favorite. I like the pretentious shit. I like the shit that's like
a can of soup
4 different ways.
Banana taped to a wall.
Okay, that's a little too far.
Oh, that's too far.
Yeah,
that's like postmodern. You know, it might even be postmodern.
Banana on the wall, Cade. The art is the people that end up talking about it and taking all this crazy ideas behind it. The art is the guy then taking it off the wall and eating it.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Like, I don't know why they slapped a price tag on that piece of shit. Like, the banana itself isn't worth anything.
It's worth
they slapped a price tag on it.
Yeah, don't you remember it was like this guy just ate a $2 million banana, right? Or whatever.
I only remember the Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt Meta glasses commercial where they eat the banana. I'm not aware of the real life story.
Oh no, yeah, someone I think like ate it or something like that. But again, that's like the point of doing it, you know. Mm-hmm. It's getting people to talk about it and wonder why it's such a thing, and that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm. It's like anything can go viral. You just need the right time, place, setting, and crowd. I think crowd is probably the most important.
Some amount of like pre-standing fame to
for sure,
something like that. But
for sure.
If I went and taped a banana on the wall and said, "This is art," no one would listen to me. If some guy who's already known to some degree does it, then people will talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gentlemen, my next show is one I think we've kind of thrown around here and there, but it's Samurai Champloo.
Oh, yeah. Usually in the same basket as Cowboy Bebop.
Right. Except I've actually seen Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo, if I'm not mistaken, is directed by the same person who did Cowboy Bebop. and utilizes music in a lot of the same ways. It's very, very like hip hop oriented and whatnot, right?
You want peak music? It's in Samurai Champloo.
Oh, and that's what I want. And this is one of those I need to just get it done, you know? It's not even a long show.
Here's what I'll tell you, Kevin. You can alternatively not watch Samurai Champloo and just go listen to Nujabes, who is the artist who did the music.
See, I could, but
because that is an acceptable answer in my mind.
but here's my theory. You know, would Lotus Juice slap as hard if I listened to his music outside of Persona 3?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Nujabes does.
Look, I believe you. But I also know in my head it'll slap even more if it's the backdrop to some badass anime fight.
Bro, Nujabes' best music isn't even in Samurai Champloo, but it's still based.
Tanner's he's actively trying to convince me not to watch the show. Has anyone else noticed that?
Well, you've just named a show that has the music from one of my favorite artists of all time, so that kind of takes priority in my head. But the show is good too. It is. It's an air. It's like a fusion of classic, like, you know, feudal Japan era and modern tropes and storytelling and characters.
And I like shit like that. I do. Well, I think Tanner just actively made Samurai Champloo go even lower down the list. No, I'm just kidding.
It's only allowable if you go and listen to Nujabes.
Cade, is there anything we can move lower down your list?
Ghost in the Shell.
I have not watched a single piece of Ghost in the Shell media.
I hate to tell you this. This is gonna sound cringe, all right? This is the worst thing I'm gonna say today. I've only ever seen the Scarlett Johansson movie. And it was not good. Oh, are they? Oh, yeah. I do remember. They're remaking Ghost in the Shell. And it's Science Saru doing it.
Oh, okay.
Which the same people behind Dan and Keep Your Hands Off Azukin. Interesting. Well, Tanner, have you watched the original Ghost in the Shell?
No. I've not watched I've not watched any piece of Ghost in the Shell media.
Cade, I cannot speak to the original series, but I'll tell you what, when the remake airs in July, I will be watching regardless.
Good.
It'll probably be in our season reviews. That could actually be a reason to take it off your backlog down the line.
Oh,
yeah. Making progress. Kate, what have you heard of about Ghost in the Shell, though?
Nothing. Besides that she's a cyborg or whatever. Android, maybe.
Android.
Yeah, well, I guess that's kind of all you need to know. There's a lot like Evangelion. It's like there's mechs. It's like, boom, that's all the context you need to start.
There's mechs in Ghost in the Shell?
Oh, are there? No, I don't know.
Have you seen Blade Runner?
No.
What? That's actually more surprising to me.
I just look, man, any movie before the year like 2000, unless my dad.
All right, have you seen Blade Runner 2049?
No.
Oh. Have you
All right,
seen
Tanner.
I Robot?
No,
Yeah.
I've read the book. It's nothing like the movie. Just say Detroit Become Human, all right, and let's move on.
They all follow a very similar end result in the plot, so we'll they say the same thing. What constitutes a person? What constitutes a sentient being, right?
Indeed. And we still don't know. Shoot. Tanner,
Kevin,
my dude, you got another one for us?
let me consult the list.
The list.
Okay, one that I absolutely spoiler alert, I have to watch this. It's not like a do I think I will. I will. I don't know when, but I will. And I only watched half of the first season of Vinland Saga.
My heart.
This is Cade's territory here.
My heart.
So you've only seen half of the prequel to the Vinland Saga series?
And so I know I'll like it. It has been on backlog ever since.
Tanner, season 2. Season 2 is like right up your alley.
You mean the second half of the prequel? Is that how it goes? I forget.
Season 1 is the prequel.
It's just season 1 that's the prequel.
Yeah.
Okay. That goes to show how much I know.
Kate, I need to learn why I have no enemies.
Tanner. Look, he spends the entire prequel making enemies. And season 2 is about him forgetting all about that and saying that he has no enemy. It's so good.
Oh gosh, you know what? This is probably one that I haven't actively put it on my backlog. Otherwise, I probably would have put it on. But I need to also watch Vinland Saga.
I have the first 2 books.
You mean like the omnibus books or those things are huge.
Yeah, the omnibuses are gigantic, but no, I'm talking about the first 2 mangas.
Mm-hmm.
Tanner.
Cade.
Look. How far did you get into it? What was the last thing you remember?
Because
if you met Obasan.
I don't think so. There's I'm having to think really far back. There's big, giant, very strong guy.
Yeah, Torkel.
Then there's the guy that he was like going around with, like the guy who killed his dad that then he ends up traveling with, right?
Yep.
He dies.
I'm sorry, what?
Doesn't he?
Tanner needs to rewatch all of Vinland Saga.
Or I got spoiled and I've put it into a false memory, but doesn't he? Or am I wrong?
I mean,
Vinland Saga fans everywhere are crying.
Like, did you watch that happen?
I don't remember.
Because if you watched it, you're already at the end of season 1.
I'm definitely not at the end of season 1, I don't think. Will Crunchyroll still have remembered where I am in it?
Absolutely. Crunchyroll never forgets.
It sometimes forgets.
I've never seen it forget.
Oh, you know what, Cade? You're right. That would be the very, very end, considering his face is in the picture of the thumbnail of the last episode. So
yeah.
That was a internet spoiler that got planted in my memory falsely.
Oh. It's a big sad.
That is big sad.
No,
look, all I'm saying is that
I'm
once
almost
you meet
exactly
Abasan, you'll
halfway in.
fall in love with the show.
Okay. Like you were like,
Because
excuse me, what? Pardon? That doesn't happen in the middle of season 1.
no, I was very confused. You went from fucking Torkel to that. I was very confused. No, there's a moment, and I specifically remember this as being like the turning point for me, where he gets saved by this English mother and her daughter, and the mother takes to him like her dead son, because her son passed away, and like the sisters, or the daughter's like, he won't be able to replace John, and she like says nothing because she like in her heart she's already taken him in, and then he fucking betrays her, and you can see on her face the betrayal and the heartbreak, and it's so good because it goes and it haunts Torfin.
Well, Dan,
So
now you
good,
have to
dude.
watch.
Oh, it's so good.
I know I have to watch it, is the thing.
Vinland Saga, continuing the tradition set by Attack on Titan, where Wit Studio starts it and Mappa finishes it.
And then season 2 is nothing like season 1. It's like animation is fantastic. The fights that they do have are animated beautifully, but they're like few in between. It's mostly about the character development of Torfin. What's his name?
Einar.
I don't remember.
I'm just looking at the character list here.
Einar?
Yeah.
That might be it. See a brown haired guy with a fucking wart on his nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Vinland Saga on multiple people's watch lists, including mine. My number one, it's only number one, I think, because it's like an ex-girlfriend you see everywhere, you know? It just keeps popping up, and I'm like, that's right, I need to watch you. Crunchyroll won't ever let me forget. Blood Blockade Battlefront. It's also a show I don't think I've ever heard a single other soul speak about.
You know, I put it on my watch list once upon a time. Never seen it.
Is that the guy with the blue eye?
With the blue eye, yeah.
So Crunchyroll made a huge push for that one.
Right?
And nobody talks about it.
No one ever talks about it, dude.
Because I remember seeing that one being pushed a bunch, but I never looked at it. Because I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm not going to even... Like, no one's talking about this one. I'm not even going to try.
This was a Bones anime that came off the heels of... I think My Hero had just popped off around this time when it premiered. So I think Bones was really counting on like, hey, we're the My Hero guys, watch our show. I do remember seeing a review saying it's like style over substance, the anime. Which I don't know about you guys. I kind of like style a lot. So it's just been in my watch list for forever, but I know nothing. Oh, I do know something about it. The outro I think has like an adorable like dancing animation tied to it.
Yeah,
and
dance, I think
I've seen that in like multiple AMVs. It seems like people who make AMVs fucking love that animation for whatever fucking reason. So Blood Blockade Battlefront is just a show that I constantly get reminded exists, and yet I haven't even seen a clip You know what I mean? Like ever, except for the outro. Let us know down in the comment if you've seen Blood Blockade Battle Run. Mr. K, give us your last backlog anime.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Fair.
Many people would say rightfully so, just go read the manga.
A lot of people are probably talking about season 2 because that's rated a 6.4. I think it's looking like a Promised Neverland situation. You know, season 1 was amazing. Season 2, bad. I mean, Tokyo Ghoul was like, I think you can consider it a bit of a cultural phenomenon, especially given that intro. It's probably the most famous intro in anime of all time. Shoot, man. Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul. I've seen some clips. Oh, my sister's seen it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, she loves it. Super gory. The bits and pieces I have seen. Number 10 in popularity. Still to this day, which is insane. So that just shows you how much this show popped off at the time. I wonder if there's a thing that tracks like popularity over time. I bet you it was higher than 10 for the longest. Kay, do you know anything about Tokyo Ghoul other than its phenomenal intro?
Nope. And I don't even know the phenomenal intro.
Oh, you've definitely heard of the phenomenal intro. You cannot.
It would be pretty impossible to have not heard it at some point.
You might not have known at the time that it was the Tokyo Ghoul intro, but you've definitely heard, you know, if I could even come close to mimicking that voice, I would, but
you can't go that high pitched, Kevin.
Nah, fam, nah.
We don't get to hear you try immortalized forever on the internet.
You see, the more you speak, the less I want to do it. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's number 10 on Mal for a reason. I guess that's my sales pitch to you, Kate. It's looking like watch season 1 and then read the manga if you want to know what happens next. Senor Tanner,
Kevin,
close us out, please.
Oh gosh,
scrounge one more out from the bowels of your Crunchy list or your Mal plan to watch list.
Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard to come up with like what's the definitive like number 5 to.
I mean, you didn't even do it in order, right? So this could theoretically be your least definitive.
It could be, yeah. This was in no particular order, but I do feel like the previous 4 were some of the stronger picks, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I would agree.
I'm turning around and looking at my manga shelf right now. Yeah, that could be on there. Oh,
you know
what?
There are other kinds of backlog shows. Ones that you continuously watch because they're always in your backlog. Because you finish them and then you want to watch them again.
I have only ever watched 2 shows over again.
Really?
Yes. Bocchi the Rock was one of them.
Fair.
And I can't actually remember what the other one was, but I know I watched another show. But I'm a one and done kind of guy. Moving on. On to the next.
Feel you there.
Couldn't be me. When I love something, I watch it a million times over. I take that back. There's a couple that I refuse to watch again. Cyberpunk being one of them. and there's another one I can't remember off the top of my head. But
Mm-hmm.
I love them so much that I'm like, I don't need to watch it again, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Hunter x Hunter, or sorry, Hunter x Hunter, is one that I will continuously watch. I'll just put it on in the background and go at it.
Second monitor content.
Woo! All right. I'm going to go with this one because I think it's actually one of the it has been on my to be watched list the longest. I could not think of a show that I have thought about for longer and still never watched.
Mm.
And that is Noragami.
Read
Read
the manga.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I think season 3 got announced in production, funny enough, recently, after being ignored for over a decade at this point.
I have a few of the manga volumes.
Tanner, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Noragami is, I would describe it as an above average show, but for me, it's definitely like Bones before they hit their stride. You know what I mean? It's Bones post Full Metal Alchemists. Like, all right, we made that hit. What do we do now? Kind of thing, you know? And it's a fun show. And I think that's about as far as I'll go.
You're not making me feel like I should watch it.
It's not a must watch. It really isn't. Like, to call it that would just set you up for disappointment like crazy. And it would cheapen my earlier you have to watch 86, you have to watch Oshinoko. It's like, you have to watch Noragami. It's like, well, this guy's full of shit, maybe I shouldn't watch those other two.
Well, he's full of shit anyways, but
fair enough. Hey, well, Kevin's been listening to this podcast long enough,
a man of his word.
Now that's an insult that we have to fight now. Yeah. Look. 10. Would it be excellent second monitor content? Yes. It's probably the premier second monitor content, because you only need to pay attention here and there, especially if you got the dub on. Like, you're chilling. When it gets intense, the music picks up. That is, hey, that is actually a plus. Lotus Juice is on the soundtrack for Noragami. Okay. So that's kind of a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, watching it, it's a slightly worse Bungo Stray Dogs. Like that's how I would probably describe it. Which, I mean, Bungo Stray Dogs is a solid B+. It's pretty good.
I watched most of Bungo Stray Dogs, through season 4, I think.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Dead Apple?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. I thought Dead Apple was actually pretty sick. But yeah, Noragami. I mean, look. I'm excited for season 3, but that's because Noragami was one of my first anime ever. Like, I watched Naruto. I'm sure I watched other things. I watched My Hero right after that, and then Noragami could not have been too far behind that.
All I'm saying is that I started reading the manga first, and then I watched a few episodes of season 1 and just could not get the same vibe. So if you like the manga, I suggest stick to the manga. If you want to try and see if you like season 1, then be my guest, but I don't think you'll get the same vibes.
All right.
Now, season 2 is superior to season 1, only because there's like way more fights for whatever reason. Oh, here's a fun fact. The order of events were changed for the anime. The end of season 1 in the manga would be where the end of season 2 is.
Interesting.
That's a fun fact. I don't know how much you remember, Cade. And sorry, spoilers for like a 10-year-old anime, but like there's the fight against like Bishamon 10 right after the fight against the bad guy from season 1 who uses the girl as the sword. I can't remember his name because it's been fucking forever. Yeah.
So long.
But they're fighting on like the big tree in the lake.
No.
Oh, it's Robbo. Remember Robbo?
Nope.
Bravo.
Yeah, those fights are switched in the manga, so it's actually pretty interesting. So trivia there, but that's all I got. That's all I got, Tanner.
Bet.
Second Monarch content. Oh yeah. Gents, we made it. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I underestimated how long this was gonna take, especially without Angel. Oh my goodness. But I think that's just a testament to how having conversations about anime we don't normally talk about can really like feels a little fresh. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so tired.
Oh, me too. Don't worry, we're wrapping things up. Tanner, if people wanted to feel fresh with us, where would they be able to do that?
If you'd like to freshen up with us, you could do so in a few places. And by freshen up, we mean talk to us. If that wasn't blatantly obvious, on Blue Sky at Anime Gourmands, you spell Gourmands the way you spell Gourmands. Or if Blue Sky is not your social media of choice, we also have an email, animegourmands@gmail.com. And finally, if you are watching this podcast, listening to this podcast on Spotify, down below there is a comment section. We would love to hear from you. Kevin posts a poll every time. Usually.
Except for the times I don't.
That's right.
You know what? Little prompt. All right. If you're commenting on Spotify, please give us your list of anime that are perpetually in your backlog. Or try to convince us, to watch some of the anime that are in our backlog, especially the ones where we were like, oh, we've never watched that. Madoka Magica. You know what I'm saying? I also have an announcement. We do have an Instagram. We have the Instant Gram.
Oh my gosh, I never thought it'd be the day.
I know. Your boy's already posted a meme. It's not with some generic ass meme template generator shit, but we're working on it. So if you want to check out dank memes, follow us at Anime Gourmands. Spelled the same way you would spell Gourmands on Blue Sky.
That's right.
And that about does it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Anime Gourmands. Cade, please take us out.
Waiter, check fucking please. I need to go.
Woo! We've been waiting for 10 minutes.